Now that we have our facilities and our incident point, we need to set the parameters for our analysis. So to do this, we click on the closest facilities properties tab up in the top right corner of our network analyst menu. We want to set our impedances as meters, which is already there. We want to change our facilities to find all of them. You could sit here and hold that button, but because we already know there's 3034, we can just type that in. All the other information we keep the same. So we click OK, and that will start looking at the end. That has set the parameters for our analysis. So with our parameters set, it is time for us to click the Solve button, and it will now calculate the shortest path routes between Bowen Hills and all the employment facilities. And our Solve button is right here, and it will calculate it. Click. And that's taking some time, so I'll pause. And we now have all our routes calculated between the employment facilities. To make this information permanent, we need to export our route data. So we go ahead, right click, export and data, and all the features within routes. Make sure we have the right location and save that as Bowen Hills EMP short route. And click OK. Now that we have our shortest route, if we look in our table of our attribute table, we have distance, but we have no employment data. So to change this, we need to do a join for the Bowen Hills to the facilities layer. Facilities is already chosen, and the object ID in the facilities layer is the same as the facility ID in the Bowen Hills layer. So we click OK and do that join. And then export this data. We will have, let's open up and have a look. We have our distance from Bowen Hills and our total employment. So now we can go ahead and export that data. So export that as Bowen Hills EMP short route data. Whoop. Bowen Hills, sorry. Bowen Hills. Let's try a third time. Bowen Hills short route EMP data. And that will make that join permanent, and we can now analyze our information.